Guys. In this video I would like to do some questions from differential calculus. Let's do it one by one. So first question is asking, without using a calculator, convert from radians to degrees. So the first question is given minus 5 by 6. Minus 5 by 6, 5 is equal 180 degrees, so minus 180 over 6 is going to be what? Minus 30 degree. So that's the first answer. And the second question is 3 5 by 4. 3 5 by 4, 3 times 180 over 4. So 180 divided by 4 is 45 degree. 45 times 3 is going to be 135 degree. And the third is 7 5 by 12. 7 5 by 12, and 7 times 180 degree over 12. So 12 6 times 2, 180 degree 6 times 30, and 2 15. So 7 times 15 is going to be what? 15 times 5 is going to be 75, and 15 times 2 is going to be 30. 75 plus 30, 105 degree. And 8 5 by 3. 8 5 by 3. 8 times 180 over 3. So 3 and 60, it's going to be 8 times 6 is going to be 480 degree. So 480 degree is the answer for this one. Let's check some. Minus 30, 135, 105, 480. So we did it right. And second question is asking, without using a calculator, convert from degree to radians. So in this case, if they ask to convert something from degrees to radians, so here we go. So I'm taking the new one, and also they have given 240 degree. 240 degree. So if this is 240 degree, 1 degree is equal to 1 over 1 degree is like a like 240 mean we have to simply divide it by 5 by simply divided by 5 180 and multiply by 5, right? So it's gonna be 5 over 180. We have to multiply this one by 5 over 180. So 240 multiply by 5 over 180. 0 0 cancel. 6 times 3, 6 times 4, so it's 4 5 by 3. And this is 150 degree. In order to get the radians, I have to multiply this one by 5 over 180, which is going to give me 3 times 5, 3 times 6, so 5 5 by 6. And the next one is 450 degree. 450 times 5 over 180, which is going to give me 0 0 cancel. 3 times 6, 3 times 15. So we can we can simplify more, like 3 times 2, 3 times 5, so 5 5 by 2. That's the answer for this one. And the last one is minus 540. Minus 540 means minus 540 times 5 over 180. 0 0 cancel, and 6 times 3, and 6 times 9, minus 9. So it's minus 9 5 by 3. So that's the answer for this question. Let's do the next question. Next question is asking, if the radius of the circle is 3 centimeter, what the angle subtended by, we have to read the full question. What's the angle subtended by an arc of 10 centimeter? So if the radius of the circle is 3 centimeter, what's the angle subtended by an arc of 10 centimeter? So if you see some kind of question like this, you have to simply put the formula first. It's going to be A is equal to r theta. That's the formula. And let's see what the information has given. R is given. R is 3 centimeter. And substitute arc as what angle is subtended by arc of centimeter. and they have given the a is 10 centimeter, and we have to find the angle. So in order to find the angle, I have to change this equation into theta is equal r a over r. So a over r, a is given 10, r is 3, so 10 over 3 radians is the answer. So 10 over 3 radians, and that's the answer. And the final second question is asking, if a circle has radius of 2 centimeter, find the length of arc subtended by a central angle of 40 degree. So same equation, a is equal to r theta, and in this case they are asking us to find the a, and they have given the theta and the r. So r is equal to 2 centimeter, uh, theta is equal to 40 degree. But be careful guys, we shouldn't use the degree for this equation, because in this kind of question we have to use the radians. So in order to do that, I have to change this degree into radians. So to do that, I have to simply multiply with this by 5 over 180. So if I multiply that, I will get 0 0 cancel, and 9 2, so 2 5 over 9. So I have to multiply 2 5 over 9, 2 5 over 9 times 2, so which is going to give me 4 5 over 9 centimeter. 9 centimeter is the answer for this question. And the next question is asking, without using a calculator, find the exact values of all trigonometric ratios of the angle whose radial measure is given 3 5 by 2, 25 by 3, 15 by 5 by 4, 31 5 by 6. Let's do that. So 3 5 by 2, 3 times. I like to find the angle first and then do the, because that will make my life easier. So in this case I'm gonna just find the angle first. 3 5 by 2, so 3 times 180 over 2, which is gonna give me 90. 90 times 3 is gonna be 270 degree. So now I can draw the graph right here. So I know exactly this is in the this is what, 90, 180, then 270. 270 means exactly bottom straight line. So in this case it's gonna be this one, all the way this one. This is my 270 degree, and in this case we have to find sine degree, sine theta. Sine theta is going to be negative, like sine 3 5 over 2 is going to be negative 1, and cos 3 5 by 2 is equal to 0, and tan is going to be what, 1 over 0 is going to be undefined. 1 over 0 is undefined. So tan 3 5 by 2 is going to be undefined, and sec 3 5 by 2 is going to be 0 over sec is going to be reciprocal of cos, so 0 over 1 is going to be 0, and cosec is going to be reciprocal of sine. Sine is going to be 1 over 1 1, negative 1 over 1 negative 1. So cosec 3 5 by 2 is going to be negative 1, and cot 3 5 by 2 is going to be reciprocal of tan. Cot 3 5 by 2 is going to be reciprocal of tan. So 0 over minus 1, 0 over minus 1 is going to be 0. So like, since this one is right here, let's see, let's see, we have done the reciprocal, right? Sec is going to be reciprocal of cos. So since cos is 0, 0 over 1 is 0. Oh, no. 0, cos is 0, so reciprocal of cos is going to be 1 over 0. 1 over 0 mean that's undefined, so we have to be careful. In this case we have to be careful, right? Okay, in this case we have to be careful. So this is sec is going to be undefined too. undefined. So this is our first question is done. Let's do the second one. The second one is given 25 over 3. 25 over 3 is equal to 20 times 180 over 3. So 3 times 60. 60 times 20. 60 times 2 is going to be 1 to 100. 1 to 100. So 360, 720, 1000 and 1080, 1080 plus 1080 plus 120 is equal to 1200, 120. So it's going to be exactly in the second quadrant, and it's making 60 degree with the horizontal line. So 60 degree. So since this one is true, we have to remember all silver teacup, all students take calculus. So A is going to be the first quadrant, S is going to be the second quadrant, T is going to be the third quadrant, C is going to be the fourth quadrant. So in this case, in the second quadrant, this is in the second quadrant, right? So in the second quadrant, sine is positive and all the others are negative. So since this is 60 degree, sine 60 is going to be root 3 by 2 and cos 60 is going to be half. So we know horizontal line is positive and vertical line is so sine 60 mean opposite over hypotenuse, so opposite is going to be root 3 and cos is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, adjacent is going to be negative 1 and hypotenuse is going to be 2. So we know this and then we can find all the variables. Now sine 25 by 3 is gonna be minus root 3 by 2, and cos 25 by 3 is gonna be cos 25 by 3 is gonna be minus half, and tan 25 by 3 is gonna be sine over cos. So sine is root 3 by 2, cos is negative 1 half, so it's negative 3 is gonna be the tan, and cosec is going to be reciprocal of sine, so 2 over root 3, and sec is going to be reciprocal of cos is going to be minus 2, and cot is going to be reciprocal of tan is going to be 1 over minus 1 over root 3. So we find all the variables and let's move to the next question. Next question is asking 15 5 by 4. Find all the value for 15 5 by 4. So 15 5 by 4. 15 5 by 4 means 15 times 180. 180 over 4. So if I divide 180 by 4 is 45 degree. 45 times 1 5. I have to use the calculator right now. So let's see what happens. Where's it? Okay. Let's see. 45 times 1 5 is equal to 675. So 675 mean, let's see what happens. 360, okay, 360 and 360 plus 90 is equal to, like, 360 plus 180 is what? 360 plus 180 is 440, 540. So 540 we have to get 675. So 675, 540 plus 135. 540 plus 135, so 135 mean 135 from this one, so 90 plus 45, so exactly right here is in the fourth quadrant. So fourth quadrant is making 45 degree with the horizontal line. For horizontal line, so we have to remember all silver teacup, all students take calculus, all silver teacup. So in this case, fourth quadrant, cos is only negative, positive. So we have to know what is first of all what is cosine, right? So first of all, sine 45 is equal to 1 over root 2. 1 over root 2 means sine is negative. So since this case sine mean opposite over hypotenuse mean opposite side is going to be negative. Negative 1 over hypotenuse is going to be root 2, and cos is going to be positive 1 over root 2. So therefore the adjacent is going to be 1, positive 1. And since this case I have to find all the variables right here. So sine 15 pi by 4 is going to be equal to minus 1 over root 2, and cos 15 pi by 15 pi by 4 is going to be uh, negative 1 over root 2. So sorry, like sine is negative, cos is positive right here. So root 2, and tan is going to be equal to negative 1, and sec is going to be reciprocal of cos. So reciprocal of cos means root 2, and cosec is going to be reciprocal of sine, so negative root 2, and cot is going to be reciprocal of tan, is going to be negative 1. So we have found all the variables. Now let's see next one. What's the question asking next one? The next question asking 35 by 6, 31 5 by 6. 31 5 by 6 means 31 multiplied by 180 over 6. So 6 times 30 is 180. 31 times 30 is going to be 930. 930. Let's see where is 930 located at. So if I draw the graph, 360, 720, 360, 720, and then 720 plus how many is 930? 720 plus 180 is going to be 900. Okay, 720 plus 180, 900 right here. 900 plus 30. So it's exactly in the third quadrant. So we have to remember all syllabus take-up, all students take calculus. A, S, T, C. In this case, tan is positive in the third quadrant. So we have to remember that. So in this case, if it's 30 degrees, sine 30 is equal to half. So in this case, it's going to be negative half. Sine is going to be opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is going to be negative 1, and hypotenuse is going to be 2. Since this case, cos is going to be negative root 3 by 2. So root 3 is going to be our hypotenuse. Root 3 is going to be our adjacent. So since this is true, I'm going to find the sine 31 5 by 6. Sine 31 5 by 6 is going to be uh, opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is negative 1 over 2, and cos 31 pi by 6 is equal to negative root 3 by 2, and tan 31 5 by 2 6 is going to be equal to 1. And since this is true, sec is going to be reciprocal of cos. Cos is equal to negative root 3 by 2, so for sec is going to be negative 2 by root 3, and cosec is going to be reciprocal of sine. So cosec is going to be sine is equal to minus 1 over root 2, so therefore cosec is going to be negative 2, and cot is going to be reciprocal of tan. So cot is going to tan is equal to 1, therefore cot is equal to 1 2. Therefore we found the answer for this question. And the next question, let's move to the next question. Next question is asking if cos is equal to negative 2 by 3 and it's between 5 and 2 5, then find the remaining trigonometric ratios. So let's see, and they are saying it's 5 and 2 5. So let's draw the line right here. 5 and 2 5 mean this is in the bottom line right here. So since this case they are saying cos theta is equal to negative 2 by 3. So we have to first remember all silver take up, all student get covers. So OAS uh, TC. So ASTC in fourth quadrant cos is positive, in third quadrant cos is negative. So the value they have given is negative, therefore we know it's exactly in the third quadrant. Exactly in the third quadrant, and cos is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse. So adjacent is going to be minus 2 and hypotenuse is going to be 3. and since this we have the adjacent and hypotenuse, we can find the opposite side by using Pythagorean theorem. So 3 square according to Pythagorean theorem, 3 square is going to be minus 2 square plus x square is equal to that value. So 3 square is going to be 9 and 2 square is going to be 4. So x square should be whatever the value. Let's see, x square is equal to 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. So x square is going to be 5. Therefore x is equal to root 5. Since this is in the third quadrant, it should be negative root 5. So we have find this opposite side, therefore we can find the sine theta right now. So sine theta in this case is going to be negative 5 over root 3, and cos theta already given, therefore we don't have to worry about that. And tan theta we can find, it's going to be negative 5 over root 5, negative root 5 over negative 2, so it's going to be positive root 5 over 2. And cosec is going to be reciprocal of sine, so negative 3 by root 5. And sec is going to be reciprocal of cos, therefore it's going to be negative 3 by 2. And cot is going to be reciprocal of tan, therefore it's going to be 2 over root 5. So we find all the variables. Let's go to the next question. So next question is asking if sine is equal to minus half and tan is equal to tan y is equal to 3 over 4, then y are in the interval of 5 by 2 to 3 by 2. Evaluate the expression. Let's see what we can do about this. So since this case is like that, let's see. Okay. So they have given sine x is equal to minus half, and tan y is equal to 3 over 4, and they saying it's in the interval of 5 by 2 to 3 5 by 2. So let's draw the graph right now. So if I draw the graph, so let's see, 5 by 2 to 3 by 2 by 2 mean it should be between here. So let's pull that all silver teacup or all student take calculus A S T C. So if I put that in the third quadrant, sine is positive, so x is not going to be in the third quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant sine is negative, like sine is negative, therefore it should be exactly in the third quadrant. And if I look at the tan, tan is positive in this case, so sine in the third quadrant tan is negative, therefore we shouldn't put that in the third quadrant. And in the fourth quadrant, in the second quadrant tan is negative, and in the third quadrant tan is positive, therefore they have given the positive value too, therefore we have to put this value in the positive direction, third quadrant. So first let's put the x right here. If I put the x, they have given x is sine x is equal to minus half. It means opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is going to be minus 1 and hypotenuse is going to be 2. Since they have given these two values, I can find the adjacent by using Pythagorean theorem. According to the Pythagorean theorem, 2 square is equal to minus 1 square plus x square is going to be this value. So x square is equal to 2 square is equal to 4 minus 1. So x is going to be root 3. X is going to be root 3. Since this is in the third quadrant, x is going to be negative root 3. So since I have this value, I can find all the x values right here. So x values right here. So what I can do, let's see. Sine x and cos x. Cos x is going to be negative root 3 by 2, and tan x is going to be negative 1 over root 3. So it's going to be positive 1 over negative root 3. It's going to be positive 1 over root 3. And we have this one right here. Then we can find the cosec. Cosec is going to be reciprocal of sine, so minus 2, and sine is going to be reciprocal of sec is going to be reciprocal of cos. It's going to be negative 2 over root 3. and cot is going to be reciprocal of tan, so cot x is going to be equal to root 3. So we have found the all variables. Now we can find the tan, use the tan to find all the y variables. So tan is equal to opposite over adjacent, therefore we know that opposite is 3 and adjacent is 4. But since this case this is in third quadrant, therefore this both should be negative, minus 3 minus 4. So since we have opposite and adjacent, we can use the Pythagorean theorem to find the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is going to be, let's say if it's h square is going to be minus 3 square plus 4 square, minus 3 square plus minus 4 square, minus 3 square is equal to 9, 9 plus 4 square is going to be 16, 16 both are going to give us 25, so therefore I know h is equal to 5. So 5 is going to be my hypotenuse. Since this is true, I can find all the variables right here. Therefore, sine y is going to be equal to opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is equal to minus 3 over 5, and cos y is going to be equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is minus 4 over 5, and tan is going to already given, so we don't have to worry about that. And we can find the sec is going to be equal to reciprocal of cos. Cos is equal to minus 4 over 5, therefore sec is going to be equal to minus 5 over 4. And since this case is true, we can find the cosec. Cosec is going to be reciprocal of sine, so therefore sine is already given, it's negative. We have already found the sine it's negative 3 over 5, therefore we can say for cosec is going to be negative 5 over 3. And since we have the tan is already given, I can say cot is going to be reciprocal of tan, therefore cot y is going to be equal to 4 over 3. This is our final answer. So we have find all the variables right here, and we have some question to solve. So they are asking, if this is true, what is cos x? Okay, they are asking question like this. Okay. So we have found all the variables. They are asking a question. A question is what cos 2x minus 2y. 2x minus 2y. So I can, according to the trigonometric ratio, I can expand this into cos 2x cos 2y, cos 2x cos 2y, and cos 2x cos 2y plus sin 2x sin 2y, sin 2y. So cos 2x cos 2y, I mean cos 2x is equal to cos square minus sin square x, cos square x minus sin square x. So I have to put that cos square x minus sin square x, sin square x, and cos square y minus sin square y. And sin 2 is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta, and sin 2y is equal to 2 sin 2y cos 2y. So sin 2x is 2 sin 2x cos 2x, 2 sin x cos x, 2 sin x cos x, and sin 2 is going to be 2 sin y cos y. So since this is true, I know all the variables, like we already found all the variables, so I don't want to do that anymore. Like cos square x is going to be root 3 by 2 square minus root 3 by 2 square, 2 square minus sin square, sin x square is going to be equal to what? Sin x is given now minus half, so minus half square, and cos square y, cos square y. So cos y is equal to minus 4 over 5, minus 4 over 5 square, and minus sin square y is going to be minus 3 by 5 square plus 2 times sin x is going to be equal to what? Sin x is going to be equal to minus half times cos x is going to be equal to cos x is equal to minus root 3 by 2 true, and that is, since that is true, that we have to multiply that one by 2 sine y. 2 times sine is going to be sine y is going to be minus 3 by 5, and cos y is going to be equal to minus 4 over 5, minus 4 over 5. Let's see what we can do with this. Minus root 3 is by 2 square is going to be root 3 takes outside, so it's going to be 3 by 4. 3 by 4 minus half square. Half square is going to be 1 over 4. 1 over 4, and since this is true, we can say so this is in the one bracket, and minus 4 over 5 square is going to be 16 over 25. 16 over 25 minus uh, minus 3 over 5 square is going to be 9 over 25. 25. So since this is true, 2 plus 2 times minus half, okay, 2 cancels, and minus 1 times root 3 by 2 is going to be root 3 by 2, multiply by 5. 2 minus 3 is going to be minus 6. Minus 6 times 4 is going to be 24, minus 24 plus 24 plus 24 over 5 times 5 is going to be 25. So 24 over 25. So since this is true, I can calculate these values right here. So this is going to be 3 minus 1 over 4 is going to be 2 over 4. 2 over 4 is equal to 1 over 2. 1 over 2 times. So 16 minus 9 is going to be equal to what? It's going to be equal to 7. 16 minus 9 is equal to 7. 7 over 25. 7 over 25. And since this is true, plus root 3 by 2 multiplied by 24 over 25 is going to be 24 root 3 over 50. 24 root 3 over 50, 50, and the opposite side is 7 over 50. 7 over 50. So 24 root 3 over 50, 7 over 50. If I add both together, the answer is going to be 7 plus 24 root 3 over 50. This is our final answer. This is our final answer. And next question is asking, um, next question also asking tan x plus y. So tan x plus y, tan x plus y. So there are two methods to solve this. We can directly find the tan x and y and put it together, or we can do it as sin x plus y and cos x plus y. Let's do that because we like to expand it more and do it right. Let's do it. Sin x plus y, sin x plus y over cos x plus y. So if I expand sin x plus y, it's going to be sin x cos y cos x sin y. Sin x x y cos y plus cos x sin y over cos x plus y is going to be cos x cos y minus sin x sin x sin y. Since this is true, sin x equal to, we know the value already. Here we go. So sin x is equal to what? Sin x is equal to half. Okay, sin x is minus half, minus half time cos y. So cos y is equal to minus 4 over 5. So minus 4 over 5, 4 over 5 plus cos x is equal to minus root 3 by 2, minus root 3 by 2, and sin y is equal to minus 3 by 5, minus 3 by 5. So this over cos x is equal to minus root 3 by 2, minus root 3 by 2 multiply by minus 405 minus sin x is equal to minus half multiply by sin y is equal to what? Sin y is equal to minus 3 by 5. So minus 3 by 5. Now if I multiply the top, it's going to be minus 1 times minus 1 over 2 times minus 4 over 5 is going to be plus 4 over 10. 4 over 10 plus um, minus root 3 by 2 times 3 over 5 is going to be minus 3 over 5 is going to be 3 root 3 over 10. 3 root 3 over 10 and over minus root 3 by 2 multiplied by negative 4 over 5 is going to be positive 4 root 3 over 10. 4 root 3 over 10 and minus 1 times 3 is going to be positive 3 over 10. So this is the answer for this question, and now we can simplify this one. It's going to be 12 root 3 over 10 over 4 root 3 minus 3 over 10. 4 root 3 minus 3 over 10. So 10 cancels. Therefore, the answer is 12 root 3 over 4 root 3. Now root 3 cancels. 4 root 3 minus 3. So we can't cancel that. But we can cancel. Uh, that's it. That's the solution. 12 root 3 over 4 root 3 minus 3. That's the solution. And the next question is asking prove that cos 3x is equal to 4 cos 3x minus 3 cos x. So this is so if we take cos 3x, the opposite should be cos 2x. I can expand the cos 3x by cos 2x plus x, and it's gonna give us what? I can expect if I expand the cos 2x according to the trigonometry ratio, it's going to be cos 2x cos x minus sin 2x sin x. And since this is true, cos 2x can be written as cos square x minus sin square x, and times cos x minus sin 2x is written as 2 sin x cos x and multiply by sin x. So since this is true, if we multiply this whatever the outside of the bracket, it's going to give us cos cube x minus sin square x cos x minus 2 sines. If I multiply the sin x with this one, it's going to be 2 sin square x cos x and cos cube x minus 3 sin square x cos x and cos cube x minus, if I take the 3 common, it's going to be 3 bracket 1 minus cos square x multiplied by cos x, because 1 minus cos square is I written because sin square x is according to the trigonometric equation, sin square x is equal to 1 minus cos square x. Therefore uh, I can write it as 3 in the bracket I put 1 minus cos square x and cos x. Then it's expand as cos cube x minus 3. I multiply the bracket, so it will give me 3 cos x plus cos cube x, because I multiply this cos 2. So therefore 3 cos x and plus 3 cos cube x, right? And finally it results as cos cube x plus 3 cos cube x become 4 cos cube x minus 3 cos x, and it's equal to the left hand side. So this is our answer for this question. And the next one is cot x plus cot y. Cot x plus cot y equal to sin x plus y over sin x sin y. We have to prove that. So let's take this sin x plus y over sin x to sin y. So if I expand the sin x plus y according to trigonometry, it's going to be sin x cos y cos x sin plus cos x sin y over sin x sin y. So since this is in the common bracket, I can separate them. So it's going to be sin x cos y over sin x sin y, cos x sin y over sin x cosine y. So sin x cancels, so cos y over sin y, and in this other side sin y cancels, is cos x over sin x. So cos x over sin x, as you know already, cos y over sin y, as you know already, cos over sin is equal to cot, so cot y, and cos x over sin x, as you know already, cos over sin is equal to cot x. So cot y plus cot x, therefore is equal to left hand side. So we solved everything, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. See you next time.